Hello, in this video I'm going to be going over the winners of the second community challenge which I did. Now this one kind of flew under the radar because I was a bit busy at the time, so I didn't have much time to sort of tell people about it, but it did happen for the month of June, and importantly there were 2 new winners, so in total 12 winners, but Wargaming wanted me to give away some tier 8s, so those tier 8 winners will be from the tier 6 batch, which will be chosen last. There were also 3 new tanks, was it 3? 2 new tanks added to the list, and some of them changed out, so a total of 12 tanks to choose from instead of 10, and a new sort of top 3 damage reward list. But anyway, that was it for the second community challenge. I'll just get into the winners and choosing them. So in total there were 137 entries this time, and you can see here in total for each tier, and I'm going to be choosing them with a random number generator. So we'll start from tier 10. Here you can see there are 31 entrants, so from 1 to 31 I will choose 2 random winners. So number 27 will be the first one, which is the Unknown 2000 on the Asia server, and the second one will be number 22, which is Button from the NA server. So those are the 2 winners for tier 10. I'll remove them from the rest of the tiers and then come back for tier 9. So next for tier 9 there are now 20 winners, it should say 20 here, 20 winners to choose from. 2 in total will win. So from 1 to 20, let's start now. So the first one will be number 12, which is Rowan VDB on the EU server. Just highlight it in yellow. And then the next number will be number 15, which is Infernus on the NA server. So once again I'll remove these 2 other entries from the rest of the tiers and come back for tier 8. So for tier 8 there are a total of 27 entries, the second most popular tier this time, and once again there will be 2 winners from this tier. Of course I have also wiped the history for the numbers, so they won't they will repeat the numbers for the previous tiers, otherwise that would be bad. But here we go. The first number for tier 8 will be 27, which is Bas from the EU server. And the next number will be number 9, which is Schmohawk Pew Pew from the NA server. So again, I'll remove these 2's other entries from the other tiers and then go on to tier 7. So next for tier 7 there are 23 entries. Those 2 from tier 8 didn't have other entries in the other tiers, so it's okay. And now I will choose once again 2 winners from tier 7. So the first one will be number 20, which is Tanknator 2020 from the NA server. And then the next one will be number 2, which is Skill for Vietnam from the Asia server. So again, I'll check for the winners' other entries in the other tiers and remove them, and then do tier 6. Once again, the tier 6 winners will only be able to choose up to a tier 8 tank, because while Wargaming does like the idea of the challenges and they want to give more rewards for it, they do want me to give away a few more tier 8s rather than everyone choosing tier 10s. So that is the reason I've left tier 6 last this time, and the reason tier 6 can only choose up to a tier 8 tank as a reward. But yeah, I will choose the winners for tier 6 next. So finally, the last tier, tier 6, there are now 19 winners to choose from, and there will be 2 winners in this tier. Once again, tier 6 winners from this tier can only choose up to a tier 8 reward, but here we go. The first one is number 13, which is Ser Veresta from the Asia server. And the second one will be number 6, which is Sagor SA from the Asia server. So there are all the winners for this challenge. There will be a new one coming soon, hopefully. But we'll have to see, because I did do a vote on the Discord server if people want to do a new challenge while this clan event is going on, because the teams are really quite something. But let's just quickly look at the rewards for this time. So for the winners from tier 6, they will be able to choose between the Turtle Mark 1, Bisonte C45, Titan 54D, M4A3E2 or the Cryos. For all winners of the other tiers, they can choose those. On top of that, the Cobra, Object 452K, which was recently buffed along with the Turtle and Bisonte, the Caro 45T, Lion, 114SP2, Super Conqueror, and XM66F. But yeah, that is it for this challenge. Thank you everyone who did participate. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to make a video and advertise it a bit more so we can get more challengers entering. As you know, there are some good rewards going on and it's a lot more interesting than the regular giveaways. But that is it for the June challenge, and we'll see when the next one starts, hopefully before August. But that is it. Thanks all for participating and for watching.